Hey guys, today's November the 1st of 2015. I want to go over the pound dollar using price and time technical analysis, so please pause the video and read the video disclaimer. If we look at the commitments of trader report, you can see that commercial have been unwinding and large speculators have been going long. And you can see that right now we're at the crossroads as of the report on the 27th. If you can see on that commercial 6,597 and large speculators 5,088. So right now we're at the crossroad and you can see that price has pushed higher with momentum. So is it now where the turn is going to go, and pound dollar is going to go stronger and higher and money's going to follow it? So it's something for you to think about on your analysis on the pound dollar. But it looks very convincing right here, right smack in the middle between commercial and large speculators. Is the pound dollar going to break out and go lower? You're going to have to take out this level, this level, this level, and this level. But right now, as of this Friday, Thursday, Friday, is showing that it could be possible. Let's look at the charts. As you can see, when we take the high retracement, I use percentage levels. You can see how the price action is going from going up here, kissing the 50, zigzagging, coming up, coming down, testing the 75, and between the 75 and the 62.5% right here. If you want to add another retracement, I don't know if I have this highlighted here. Yep, from here. Oops. To here, you can see that it found support at the 50%. So this is a 50. It's right now at the 37.5% from this swing here, which is kind of like this range where we're at. But there is 75. Yeah. There's that 50% level, so you can see what's going on. Now we add our monthly pivots to show you the big resistance and support levels. You can see now we're getting closer. So now let's dial in into the 1 year weekly, and this is where we're at. This is the levels that we got finding support around here. You could do a trend line and see if it's following an angle, and it looks like it is. So it's going to have to deal with that and break out. If it breaks out of there, you're going to see that the bulls are going to show up in droves. You could do this here and you can see that it's in a wedge. So price is being contained right here. So this is the key area to be watching. Are we going to break to the upside, or this is all going to be a head fake kind of and then crack to the downside? So if you watch the pound dollar, this is what you're going to be watching. And then from there, you can see that this is a monthly pivot, which is 1547. Needs to get out of there. Break out of the 62.5, which is at 55.49. This is another monthly pivot, 56.90. And then once it takes out this, then you're doing probably wave one. Oops. Got the wrong thing here. Wave 1, wave 2, and now wave 3, which is the big wave. 1, 2, and working on wave 3. And then looking at the commitments of trader report, it looks like we're at the crossroads. So it should be interesting if that's going to be the play, or we're going to push lower and do a nice little head fake to retest this to see, and if we have a failed new low, then shoot back up and start the process, or maybe even do it from how you call it, wave, building wave 2, maybe even lower. But it all depends how this price action is going to be for this week. So I wanted to show you that. We had our indicators, and you can see that we're in the cloud, so it's going to be choppy. I'm not gonna promise you that it's gonna be easy. It's gonna be very choppy because you're in the cloud and prices get erratic. Um, you got resistance right here, the value area high, and you're at the point of control. Point of control right now is at 54.73. Once it gets above there, we got to deal with all these little minor levels, and especially this value area high of 57.31. Once we get out of there and crack the cloud, which is at 50%, that's why I like using Ichimoku. It confirms my levels. You see that cloud, that line right there? That's the 50% level from that swing high that I just showed you. And the cloud is confirming it. So if we crack through there and get out of there on the weekly, it's going to look really good for the pound. You know, then everything is going to look nice for a nice huge wave 3. Let's go to the daily. And on the daily, you can see the value area low here on a 3-month watch. You can see that it's been chopping right here. This has been resistance. This level is going to be resistance at 54.62. This 54.93. But we got a PPS buy signal. Do we have that on the weekly? No, it's pretty in chop zone. And you're dealing with the 20. You got the 50. You got the crossover here, what they call the golden cross. But what's worries me is the cloud. So it might be a little thing of you're a good scalper or what to deal with volatility and choppiness and wild price action. You're going to be in it here. Once you clear out the cloud, then you're going to be good, which is that 50 level. But right now it's been sideways. You could do a trend line too, from here and see how that pans out. It's just having a tough time there, but if it breaks out and gets out of there, then you got to deal with this level. You got to deal with that 55.87, which is a 25%. And once it gets above there and gets across this level right here, which is 56.52, then it's just a matter of taking out the high. And it might hit it and then chop back down and then push with momentum. But if you want to get some pips, it might get a little pullback. And once it clears this out, it could be a good opportunity to get in. Looking at the daily, you can see everything looks good for move higher. So let's see how the opens today, Monday, and it's looking good. Just keep an eye on 55, 56. That's the linear regression channel top, and especially the 56, 52. Some bears might come in and try to smash it down and just kind of keep going sideways. But let's see how that pans out. Looking at this chart, you can see previous range week and monthly. It's where do we close? 54.22 right here. So it's looking good. We just got to push higher. We got this PPS buy signal, big push, 4-hour big push, blew right through this 53.60, and it's right here. And this looks looking good. Looking at the big picture. Look at that. Everything is looking good. Very strong. All the indicators are pushing higher. Momentum is kicking in. Money's coming in. Same thing here. Trapped a lot of bears. Pushed up. Found resistance at the 37.5% level right here. This is the 50. So found support. Above the 50, above the 20. Simple moving average. On the weekly, you're still chopping. It had looked like a squeeze play. And it looks like it was pushing lower. But you can see that it's pushing higher. The MMG. Fisher was chopping back and forth, so there was, I guess, not deciding where to go with this. And divergence there in the MACD, and you can see the choppiness back and forth arrows. This is still showing bearish with a squeeze play, so price have been contained on this range here. That's what it's showing. So, and it looks like it was going to trigger to the downside, and it might as well happen. We don't know how this week is going to open, but if you can see prices pushing higher, getting above 55.61 and pushing higher, then it's a good indication that we're going to go higher. We finally got a positive TTM squeeze here, yellow. So it looks like a hockey stick is setting up. So, you know, we could probably continue pushing higher. We got a positive signal on the MOBO, so that's good. And you can see that it's finding support here. So once we could get out of here and break that trend line, won't be surprised if we want to kiss this 50 at 58.52 on the monthly.